Hi everybody, we're here. So nice to see you all. Let's get our logo going. There we go. All right, live with the premiere session of Provenance. We had our super secret, like, um, session 0 that was recorded. We'll have it later content. But here we are. We're gonna get into things since a few tech things had us a little bit late, but we're here. We survived. I think I'm gonna jump right in. Pause. I don't want to forget. So let's do DM inspiration roll first. If everyone doesn't mind rolling just a straight D20, and whoever gets closest to my number, it's a D6. It's currently because we are babies at level 2.
Little babies.
Okay.
Babies.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Warren, what did you get? A 10? Okay. Steph, how about you?
A 1.
Good.
Yep.
We'll get it out. Yep.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Cleanse that dice. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Frank?
9.
Okay. Lil?
9.
I love the horns and the outfit. Let's see. Tasha is next.
11.
Oh, right. Okay. Sam?
7.
All right. And Mariah?
5.
Okay. Man, so Warren gets it. It was a 10. I rolled a 10. He got a spot on, but they were all the 9s and 11s. Like, ooh, everyone's really honing in on it tonight. Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Well, with that, we'll get underway. Because it's session 1, I have a little bit of an introduction to the world, and then we'll go around and have some introductions for each character. And then we'll kind of jump into gameplay for the night. Here we go. For players, since we did some of this session 0, I've tried to abridge where I can so we can, viewers can get an idea for the characters, but not everyone has an opportunity to role play. So, but we will do everything we can here. All right. The Dawn War. World-shattering 100-year war between the deities and the primordials, happening across an infinite number of dimensions on an infinite number of primes. Both sides, wishing to rule over these prime materials, left neither side relenting, even as billions were killed beneath their feet and the weight of war. Then, nearly 100 years ago, something happened. These infinite primes began collapsing on themselves, shards of many being thrust together to make one singular dimension with one true prime. The world's geography thrust together anew from fragments of these previous worlds, cities, homes, and civilizations now long destroyed. Some. Chaos reigned, and the gods appeared. Now, nearly 100 years later, this has come to be known as the Sundering, though most of the details behind it remain shrouded in mystery. In only a few weeks, we'll find ourselves at the centennial anniversary of the Sundering. There is much of the land in this new world of mixed people and histories still to be discovered, explored, and documented. Early settlements have grown into cities, and life has begun to feel a little more safe and stable over these past 99 years. One such city resides at the base of the large mountain range known as Frost Peak Cliffs in the northwestern part of the continent, the mining town Zonai. A deep layer of snow covers much of the city, and icicles hang from roofs and street lamps. The streets bustle with people going about their work, just as the river that bisects the city ushers small cargo ships up and down the mountains. Adventurers Row, which serves as Main Street, is as busy as ever with travelers and adventurers alike coming from or going to the nearby port city of Starbridge. From a bird's eye view, we can feel the energy of the city below. Despite the cold bite of winter, the residents are working, eating, buying, laughing, and making the most of their lives. As we lower our point of view down into the city streets, we find ourselves passing through a section of town that has perhaps seen better days. Many of the cobblestones in the roadway have lifted and burst free from neglect over the years. The streets here are more narrow, and the apartments stacked a bit higher. Here, the homes and businesses are filled with people striving for a more financially stable life. No one in the city goes without, thanks to the community's support for those in need. But still, this impoverished area works hard and plays hard, all to get through each day and work toward a brighter future. There are those who menace the streets, but the streetwise of the city know how to avoid them. Deep in this part of the city, beneath a stone overpass that by all accounts looks ready to collapse, a cloaked individual huddles with an old woman and a middle-aged man. The cloaked figure gets a nod from the man as they then hand over some coin to the woman. The woman tucks the money away, glances about, and leaves. Chloe pulls down their cloak, revealing his face and neck, a seafoam skin tone, and his dark purple hair tied up. The man left beside Chloe says, "Yeah, no word of anyone asking about you, looking after you. And as you asked, thanks for the payment. We made sure the half-orc gentleman from the other day that passed through town hasn't said a word to anyone. Scare on the road and keeping an eye on. Chloe, this is the gentleman from the Thieves Guild that you've had some interactions with. To keep an eye out, keep an ear to the ground in case anyone's asking about you. So you're just paying a little price to those services, and so a little role play if you want any. If not, we can move on. It's optional.
I just give a nod to the gentleman and then walk.
Okay. Chloe, continues walking through the city, making their way to the governor's office for their summons today. All right. Now I'll move along. Elsewhere in the city, many heads turn in the street and murmur as a fire genasi passes through. In this world ruled by primordials, many find the genasi to be a distant cousin to those who rule over them now as gods, often stirring conversation and stares. This fine fire genasi gentleman has mastered the art of walking and reading as he pursues a good book, and is an impressive study in walking and writing as well, as is sometimes needed when surveying land and crafting accurate maps. With a jingle in his coin pouch, he steps into at the Cartographers Guild, the bustle of the city and all its people unsettling him. For after many, many years navigating through forests, crawling through caves, scaling peaks of great mountains, and fighting the dangers within ancient ruins, managing the jungle that is civilization has proven challenging. He enters the building to check on the guild's progress with his maps. The clerk cheerfully greets him. Oh, oh, Mr. Ignatius, a fine day we're having, yes? We'll cut him
Oh
a little
yes,
RP.
good day.
Mm, mm. I suppose you're here to check on the progress. We've copied all the maps and have them ready to return. Should I grab them for you?
Oh, please. Yes, if you could. It would be, yes.
Exciting. And they turn around and start looking through some bins for the ones marked with your name. And these maps are incredible. I just have to say, I love your eye for detail. Uh, Not just bringing forth all the important information, but I feel like I'm there. Um, Absolutely pulls one, passes it down. You've got a few things looking through. I mean, these will these are going to help adventurers, travelers, and just society as a whole. And I'm honored to have met you. I think I'll be able to brag about that one day. And hands all
Oh,
through.
you're too kind, too kind. And with each map, he'll just quickly unscroll like half the map and check for something, and then scroll, then roll them back up and put them in tubes and put them in his backpack.
Yes, uh, well, actually, I guess that's sort of the end of the rolling. With that, Ignatius heads to the governor's office for their summons today. All right. Before we meet our next person, you must remember that there are no longer angels and demons in this world. No celestials or devils, no gods or archfiends. Still, a fierce-looking woman with a darkness in her eye, a devilish form to her body, steps boldly into a building under his road. Looming over the citizen, she scans the room with a keen eye. The new yarn is finally in, she screams in excitement. The pale purple skinned tiefling races toward her find, eager to check the new selection of for her crocheting project. Though there are no more than 100 tieflings in total across this new world, assuredly this one is very unique. Her wings spread forth from her back, tucked neatly behind her. Next step, the alchemy shop. She steps in and scans the building. Continuing to pursue her knowledge in the field, she picks out some books and components and heads to the counter to pay. She makes some small talk, sharing that she just days ago met her long lost twin sister and had a birthday, and that the store nearby is a new shipment of yarn. Though the conversation is delightful, in a sudden instant, her body locks up in fear, seeing something on the wall behind the counter she missed at her initial. Catherine drops the payment on the counter, grabs her goods, and races out of the store as though she'd seen a ghost. Which is odd for a member of the Exorcist Guild. As she walks down the street, she shakes off the fear and makes way for the governor's office, where she's been summoned for assistance. Bring up our names and stuff so people can see as we're going through. Okay. Next, the library at Twilight Academy is a wonderful place to study all manners of wonders of the world. Its very open floor plan bustles with students, citizens, and travelers alike, whether grabbing books from the shelves or sitting down to read and study. At a table nearby, sitting behind several large stacks of books, a young woman is avidly reading up on some of the mysteries of this new world. Finishing the book, she snaps it shut and stands towering over the desk. Her muscular half-orc frame easily scooping up the stacks of books from the table and returning them to the librarian's desk. The wide-eyed look in her eyes stands in juxtaposition to the chipped tooth, well-conditioned knuckles, and ever so slight scars that belay a more worldly experience. She takes a crudely crafted bow with runes etched in its wood from the place she'd stowed it and leaves the library. With the twilight, with this time of day, where are we? I'm so sorry. Yes, as time passes, she makes her way to the Fox's Fiddle and sits among the tavern goers. Stories abound from other travelers passing through of places and events far and wide as Grisura takes them all in with delight. The time comes, though, to head to the governor's office where she's been summoned to assist him. Next, we head to a different part of the city, a riverside restaurant called Purgatory. In a room tucked away above the restaurant, Eris changes into her sharkskin armor, not expecting trouble, but preparing for it. She heads downstairs to take on her duties for the day. Exchanging room and board here for performing bouncer duties has proven doubly worth it. Testing her strength and having her needs met in exchange are both wins in her book. Things are usually calm here in the morning, but today, someone still drunk from the last night approaches, pushing their way through the line that's already begun to form and yelling. And we'll kind of cut to some RP. Watch where you're walking. Just excuse me. What do you? Come on, come on.
Eris will go over and just kind of stand in front of him and glare down at him because she's undoubtedly taller.
Yes, he hits you like a wall. Ah. I'm trying to get in. Excuse me. Tries to walk around you.
That's enough.
I'm just.
You drunkard.
Yeah, I need some food. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, get in line.
I
Get in
can't.
line or I throw you in the river.
Oh, you just try it, and just throws this terrible punch, this drunken punch and whiffs. What do you want
She'll
to do?
catch it in a hand
Mm-hmm.
and then just over the shoulder, one armed, into the river.
He stands up and
Well, I hope that cleared your head.
yeah, wow. Oh, gets so drenched and starts heading back off into the city. Any other people like, thank you so much.
No one stays drunk in my tavern.
She's gonna walk back up into place, and everyone's like snaps back in the line, like all orderly, extra orderly and stuff, you know. Yeah, and then the hour has arrived for Eris to head to the governor's office, where she's been summoned. As Eris exits Purgatory, a crack of lightning snaps in the distance over the mountains. Your thoughts turn introspective. You haven't had that dream since you got here. Surely you'll be given another one soon. Surely soon. Elsewhere, a short woman, a golden elf, if appearances are to be believed. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to rework this. I'll try and do it on the fly, Ash. Having, let's see, you've already paid that, so that's that. The highlights in her light brown hair gleam in the sun. Her hair wrapped in two large buns on the back of her head. Drab clothes hang from her form as she navigates the streets of the city. She finds a busy corner and begins passing out flyers to passerby. They speak of the Great Moth. The content and design having been made many years ago. Once this batch of flyers is run out, she continues to her small rented room in the impoverished section of town before stepping in at the Golden Mead for a quick drink. I'm sorry it's morning, so there you go. Little start the day with a little as time passes, she sets back out to the streets, often staring at the half moon that can be seen in the day today. She finds one of her usual spots about town near Adventurer's Row and settles in with her small wooden box and deck of tarot cards, ready to tell the fortunes of those willing to pay. So, a different than Session Zero, rough adventurer, also a human male in his 50s by appearances, passes with interest. And like with deja vu, asks, you Any good?
Of course. I mean, I like to think that I am. Please sit down.
What's it gonna
I'll have a
cost
chair.
me?
Just 5 copper.
Ah, can't go wrong with that. Here, pays
Yes.
the top. Well, it's a lovely box. What kind of things do I get to ask about? Love,
Well,
money.
sure. I just can't tell you how you're going to die or anything. But other things, sure. If you have anything that you want to know more, how something's going to turn out, a bet you're going to make, person that you're interested in.
I don't have anyone, but I've always really wanted to meet you. Like if I'm gonna have a person I'm gonna share my life with, I wanted to start with a meet cute. Where can I go today to maybe like, and kind of where should I be in town so I can have the serendipitous meet cute?
Where can you be in town? Let's see here. What we can do. Yes, here. I am going to spread out the cards here. So we'll spread them
Okay.
out on the table.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yes, and the cards have they have a dark blue painted on the back with kind of star, because it's kind of like a starry night sky. Spreads them out. Okay.
Hmm.
Let's see. I'm going to phrase it to to the powers, the cards.
Right.
Let's split the town in half, right? Between
Okay.
the east and the west.
All right.
So we'll say, will you have a meet cute on the east side of town today?
Yeah, yeah.
And if it's a no, then it'll be on the west side of town.
All right.
Okay?
Sure.
Right. Right. Oh, we have the upside down 6 of Swords,
Oh,
which would mean, DM,
I never accept six swords.
well, I mean, each card has their own meaning, so, but
Uh,
the meaning to this one would mean,
um, So you'll know that like you can ask one and it'll say, yes or no or maybe mixed results, but it won't necessarily mean the opposite side will have it,
right. Well,
but
that's
if
what
that's
she
your
is
sales
telling him,
pitch.
though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. Um so let's see, let's find out.
Okay.
Oh, there will be good results on the west side of town today. Or meet you.
Right. And that would mean
Hmm.
that west side of town. It's it. That's where you can have your meet cute today.
All right.
Decided?
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Worth the 5 copper. Yeah, I'll send
Well,
some friends. Listen, if I get this meet cute, I'll send some friends over. Are you usually working around here?
for the time being, yeah. Yeah, send him over here, and as long as I'm here, I'll be glad to help him.
Oh, what's your name?
My name's Ash.
Ash. Okay. Is it like,
Yes.
Ash the Magnificent or anything like that, or just ask for Ash?
Sure. Just the magnificent. Let's go with that. Yeah.
Understood. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck. You got this. You can do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a bath. He goes off to clean up and just navigate the west side of town for the day. As he was your last customer because the time arrived at the governor's office. We journey somewhere else now as we find yet another rarity. Another one of 6 or 7 in existence. A winged tiefling woman. Just like her twin sister, towering over most at 6 foot 5 inches. her incredibly fit martial arts build, smoky white eyes without pupils, and black tear like stains that adorn her face only add to her unintentional intimidation. Anyway, at the forest's edge where she trains, loud cracks and snaps resound through the air. Up close, we watch the fluidity and power of her strikes, flowing like water and striking stone. Several deep indents in the surrounding trees belay her conditioning training for the day. Like a whip, her leg snaps at speeds almost unseen. She strikes a fresh tree with this kick. Bits of bark go flying as other bits are embedded deep into the crushed concave impression left behind. Moments later, several leaves drift down, falling free from the impact of the kick. With eyes still closed, her torso twists and her arms and hands follow, easily cutting a fine line bisecting each leaf perfectly in half before returning to her initial meditative pose. Training is never done, but it'll have to wait. Star's stomach growls. She'll need to eat before the summons. She makes her way back into town. As always, people tend to part like the seas as she walks the streets. She still ponders her encounter with the bouncer from Purgatory the other night. All her life, people moved and let her ahead. The bouncer was kind enough to inform her that it's turn-based, and she couldn't just walk through them all. So, towering over the line, she asked each person for their permission to step ahead as she was hungry. Surprisingly, they all agreed, each and all. She learns something new about society every day. Today, though, she'll be picking up some fresh turtle soup from the Shiny Goat Tavern to share with her sister. And with that, her rumbling stomach put to rest, and with just a little time left, she heads to the governor's office to answer her summons. So, one by one, roughly, we'll just kind of time it roughly together. You all find your way to the governor's office. It's not her personal estate, but just the office, the administrative building. You're all sat down one by one in a large conference room, recognizing each other from Session Zero's work at Barge 8. You find there's some food prepared, just a basic run of snacks, breads, meats, cheeses, and some fruits and nuts. Set up in the room as you have all gathered together. I'll give you a moment if as you all pile into this large conference room, just the 7 of you. If you have any roleplay you want to do, otherwise, Governor.
Hi everyone, try the poultry. It's great.
Okay.
Ash would have just waited everyone excitedly as they came into the room.
Ignatius
Does Catherine?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go.
Does Catherine see her sister as she walk in?
With a fresh bowl of turtle soup.
I'm gonna pass on that poultry, thanks. And just gonna go, side up to Shar and give me.
Shar just nods and hands it.
Your loss.
Your loss. So good.
Nice.
Eris will go over and try the poultry.
It's delicious. But it doesn't have turtles all the way down. The way turtle soup. I'm just kidding. They're both
Turtle shell soup, should reiterate.
Yeah, turtle shell soup.
So good.
All right, you're all settled in. After a little while, the governor arrives, Benevolence de Grey. In case we didn't cover, their general appearance and such, She had introduced herself as Benevolence the Grey, she, her. Very feminine golden elf. Perhaps around just shy of 200 years or so, for anyone that is familiar with long-lived races. Stands about 5'8". Has a bit of a muscular, like a gymnast build, I would say. Cropped, curled golden hair, golden eyes, and soft golden shade of brown skin. She also has a lower lip ring in the lower right lip here. Oh, need to quickly consult my. Oh gosh, that's the accent here. We'll adjust that a little from session 0. Regional accents and all. Well, it's a pleasure. Glad you've all made it here. Haven't you?
Thanks for the food.
Least I can do. I can do. Want to appreciate you all again for the work you did back on Thursday. Today's summonses pertains to that. You did such fine work. Thanks to proving your mettle with the stone curse after the parade. I've been working with the druids, planning to search mountains and such for their source. But the druids advised waiting until the new moon cycle was done, as the mountains are far too dangerous during those dark, dark nights. So that brings us to today.
Dangerous with what?
What are you looking to have done?
Honestly, I'd like to figure out where those came from, what their deal is. Now that the moon's back out, the druids have agreed to help us by giving a tracker. Go with whatever party we send out. Help navigate the wilds. So I thought of all of you willing to go. I also thought it might be a good idea to send you over to the Griffin Farmer's Way first, see if they return. They have a monthly trip up to the mountains for fresh eggs and such. They should be back by now. Thought maybe they might have seen something. You can check in with them. There's a mystery here, and I'm just not sure. Seems a little too dangerous to leave it as it is. Also, outside of payment, of course, offering just to make it worth a while, 100 gold pieces a person. We can't have any of this embarrassing incident. We've got election coming up. I'd really like to find for the safety of our citizens and for my for re-election around the corner. I'd like to get this sorted. I can also, if you take this task on, I'll send you right over to the lead smithy for the city. Destrian at Smith and Mason. Use my name and it'll give you a 30% discount on any armor or weapons you need before heading to the hills.
Oh,
That's most kind.
And we're waiting on Lennox. He's got a little more information on the stone curse. With good timing, that's about when Lennox comes in. In this bizarre turn of events, out of the 6 or 7 winged tieflings that exist on the planet, we've got 2 in here with Shar and Kethri, and the third one shows up, Lennox.
beyond.
Lennox, crimson red skin tone, Black horns with the crimson on the ridges, turning into like black speckles around the edges of their face, and going down their body. They have very feminine form. Looks like maybe, they were born masculine, but put a lot of effort into having their feminine form. So they come in. Oh, it's a pleasure to see. I'm glad I made it in time. Um, is that turtle soup I smell? Um, Lovely. And he goes over, picks up like the chicken and some of the cheese and stuff. Right. Have you all decided to take this task on?
Of course.
Love the energy. Love it. Well, few things you would be wishing to know about the stone curse. Now, Grisura, here's what you learned, Grisura, over the weekend. You learned that stone curse spawned. Someone else had a history check on session 0 that knew some of this too. Stone cursor spawned through a foul alchemical ritual performed on a humanoid that has been turned to stone. The ritual, which requires a mixture of basilisk blood and the ashes from the burned feathers of a cockatrice, awakens a dim echo of the petrified victim's spirit, animating the statue and turning it into a useful guardian. Stone curse possess a malevolent drive to slay the living, yet they are utterly loyal to whoever performs the ritual to animate them and will obey that being's orders to the best of their ability. So, Grisura, you know that, and I think whoever did the check on, okay, awesome, Ignatius. So Lennox kind of covering some of that stuff that you knew already, or at least the two of you now. Everybody knows. Right. So the ones that you faced seem to be imperfect, but if whoever's creating these has perfected them, they might be careful, because typically their stony little claws drip with a thick gray sludge, and it's an alchemical sludge that transforms those slashed by the fingers and by the claws into statues. Or maybe they did it to they did that to some of their family members, so maybe they were low on sludge by the time they fought you. But it's something to be careful. It doesn't happen right away, and if your constitution's strong enough, you can fight it off. But I would advise looking for maybe a petrification, like depetrification potion, or two, or several, before you head up. Another thing is interested. I had to reach out to a contact in Sanaith Quill, dig this information up. But as part of the ritual used to create a stone karst, a fist-sized obsidian skull actually forms within the creature's torso. Now, the skull is invisible while the stone curse is active. But when it's slain, you can shatter the statue and the skull will break free. Because it is a nexus for the alchemy used to create these horrors, a faint echo of the original victim's memories resonates within the skull. And a skilled magic wielder can attempt to extract those memories from it and gain insight into the victim's past, or find lore that might otherwise be lost. My contact in Snipe Quill called it cryptic whispers, as how it's notated in the books on the Grand Magical City there, and gives you a breakdown of how to do it. Even though a creature transformed into a stone curse is long dead, a vague whisper of their memories lives on in the obsidian skull embedded in their body. At the end of a short rest, you have to spend an hour with the obsidian skull. A character can make a DC 20 Arcana check to attempt to extract a memory from the skull that is response to a verbal question posed to the skull by the character. Once this check is made, whether it succeeds or fails, the skull can't be used in this manner again. So it's kind of a one shot, spend an hour, this and that, but that's per a stonefish.
So you're saying don't punch these things in the chest?
Right, not too hard. Hard enough to break the stone, but not right, not the obsidian within.
Right.
I
Well, now that's no fun, is it?
certainly less fun. um, that's all the information I have. I wish I could be more helpful, but I figure keeping an eye on, getting a potion or two that undoing petrification would be helpful, or if any of you have magics to do so. Otherwise, this cryptic whispers might come in handy. Might be able to answer where was this done, who, if they know who did this and such. Anyway, that's my cue to leave. More business, more meetings. I'm terribly sorry. Char, you can reach me if you have to. Take care, everybody. Where did you get the turtle soup? They turned to leave.
Shiny goat.
Thank you. Very important meeting to get to. At the shiny goat, and then they say goodbye. They head out, leaving you with the governor. All right, well, that's good for you. It's good. It's good for me. Kind of.
What time of day is? I mean, are we
I can tell you.
looking to head out today, or?
Oh, I'd like to see that. Yeah, it's pretty early in the morning. It's like 10:30 a.m. Everything kind of happened morning time for today.
Get some potions and let's go.
Right.
Yeah, we should definitely make a stop at the alchemy shop.
Shiny
again.
goat? Oh, the alchemy. Sorry.
Yeah.
That too.
Oh, check
But-
I
that
mean,
out.
if we,
Go ahead.
she leans over to Guzera. If we go to Purgatory, I can get you some pretty damn cheap food.
Mm.
Delicious too.
Missouri looks like genuinely conflicted about 3 different places they want to go now.
Nice.
Probably later. I guess we got some important things to do right now.
Are you going to have someone come with us to the Druids circle first, or? I mean, till I'll check my maps. I'm pretty much sure I know where that circle is. Dan.
Yeah, she's gonna ask you to go to the grove to collect your druid tracker.
Okay.
Oh, just head over, speak with elder over there, Bear Claw. Got her name here, right? Bear Stalker, and Grillith Bear Stalker, and she'll get you set up with your tracker. Grab some potions maybe beforehand. I can give you 150 as a downer for the job. You can use it to get some of those potions, yeah.
Oh,
And maybe
kind
you
of you.
help towards any armor weapons you need over at with Destrian.
Good question. With Catherine's knowledge in like alchemist supplies and stuff, would she know yet any petrification potiony stuff
Oh,
that would help?
let's see. Are you already a proficient, or are you working towards it? I can't remember. You're proficient already? Oh,
Yep.
see that. You would know that. Who's yes, you would know that there is a very rare plant that you would need to acquire. It's often found on mountains. It's called basilisk breath. And you can do some alchemy magic to either turn it into something that can petrify people or undo petrification.
Called basilisk breath.
Basilisk breath. It's
Up in the
considered very
mountains.
rare.
Cool. She would definitely bring that up so they could try and see if the shop carried any of that particular plant, but also we're going to the mountain, so at that point.
Mm-hmm. Right. Governor gives you the 150 gold pieces. So places to go. Number one, to see Destrian. She said over at Smith and Mason, he's the lead smithy for the city. So you can see Destrian. You can go to, of course, Catherine knows right where the alchemy shop is on Adventurers Row. You can go there. And then you have the Druid Enclave to get your guide or tracker to help you through navigate some of the more of the dangers of the mountains. Which is of course optional as you have someone that's already navigated those wilds in your party. And then off to the Griffin Farm. See if they have any insights. Where would you like to go first? As you'll kind of get up, pick the rest of the food.
Before we leave, Ignatius will go over the table and pick up anything that has a longer preserving time,
Oh, okay, sure.
like that won't spoil in a couple of days. You know,
Nice.
stuff it in his pouch.
Okay, excellent. Plenty of nuts and berries and some fruits and stuff that'll get you through.
Excellent.
All right.
Alchemy shop first.
Yes, I think that's a good place to start.
Okay. So you begin navigating across. Oh, so sorry, I'm not playing the medieval city music back here. Shame. There we go. Now we are. As you navigate through the busy city streets, stepping through, crunching on a little light snow that's fallen, you make your way over to the alchemy shop. Kethri, a thought pops up in your mind that there was something behind the counter here that's in this particular shop. So do whatever you'd like to do with that. You remember as you approach, like, oh.
She'll probably whisper to. I don't know how she would do this. She probably would just kind of whisper in Char's ear, like, "Hey, I've probably been here one too many times today. I'll wait outside if you wanna. You need to try to look for,
Basilisk
if
breath.
they have basilisk breath." I was like, "Where are my notes?" Basilisk breath, and then depending on how much they cost, you probably should get some, or we'll just find mountain. Great.
Why don't you want to go inside?
Been here too many times today. They there's a looking glass thingy behind the counter, and I just I'm trying to avoid looking glasses.
Okay.
You would know that these ingredients are probably going to be pretty expensive because they're very rare. So, just as additional information for Shar. Guess we wait outside as everyone else
Mhm.
piles in to delightful alchemy shop. The smells of, there's some very earthy smells and some very nice fragrances of other leaves, flowers, and petals and such. An old human woman, maybe mid 70s or so, is behind the counter at this time of day. Oh, welcome! Oh, such a large group. What can I? Healing potions? You look like adventurers.
Oh, good day. Grazera, she here. We're looking for. I am curious about the healing potions, but something to cure petrification
Oh, well,
and healing. Yeah, something like that.
all right. Well, that's I might have some ingredients, but my goodness, concocting it takes some time. Uh, she's shuffling through some of the like locked merchandise in the back, unlocking some cases. And okay, you'll unlock. I have some basilisk breath here, but rather expensive. It takes a good bundle and holds up 2 bundles. I have 2. Um, I can make perhaps 2 potions, but it's 50 gold pieces. The basilisk alone, and then the brew is maybe another 20. You're looking at 120 gold for 2 potions.
Okay.
We'll take it.
Very well. I'll get right to work. There's some benches
Um,
around the Yes, yes.
Quick question.
Look up over the counter.
Seeing the expense of this and the rarity, has anyone else been buying up your basilic breath?
Um, it's not asked for too frequently. Usually it's adventurers that have already experienced some petrification,
Obviously. Right.
and they're just extra wary. It does grow.
How do they do that? Aren't they? Oh, they're friends. No, I'm sorry.
Ah, yes. But there's um, they grow on a frost peak. If you're looking to get some for
Adventurers?
yourselves, rather difficult to find and far and few between. They look like well, let me show you. Gets out a book of like flora, and just kind of shows like how similar these bundles look to like 3 like weeds. Discerning eye, if you have anyone among you that dabbles in herbalism, probably pick it out. Anyone proficient in herbalism, basically.
Okay. Ignatius will, while just in the background, if while she's brewing that, he'll ask to leave that book out so he can sketch what that looks like.
Oh, okay. Oh, of course.
And also, another rare ingredient that uh, just recently became of interest was feathers from a cockatrice.
Oh.
Has anyone else been buying them up
I
out of
guess
curiosity?
no, no. Well, they're used in those are not quite as rare. Those are used in a number of different alchemical the base, for a number of potions. We get a regular supply from Starbridge. I'll be using some here. You're welcome to purchase some of those if you want to have some. They're not local, unfortunately, to the area.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Is Starbridge a city?
It's a port city to the west of here, maybe a week's travel to the west. It's
Really
probably
cool.
the closest city to Zonai.
Oh, you've been, Ash?
Yeah. I had to deliver some letters there
Ah.
at one point. But yes, it's
Yeah, it's a nice
Very
port
big.
city.
Ash delivers letters. It's great.
I do. Well,
Because there is now got her nose in that book and is not learning anything.
Nice. Nice.
It's fun being the crazy one, isn't it?
So just out of curiosity, so seeing that, this is something, these feathers, they're not native to the area. It's something that you would probably remember if someone came in and bought a whole bunch.
Oh yes, I mean they're bought in bulk to some degree from us, but nothing. No one's come in and asked for anything that stood out. No.
Okay, if your memory changes on that, please let the mayor know.
Oh, all right. I certainly.
I'm sorry, I apologize. My name's Ignatius Burr, and I'm running some errands for the mayor.
I
And
see.
I will be. We as a group will be checking in with them periodically. So that's some information that is of interest.
All right. If it's for the governor, I will definitely do exactly that.
That would be appreciated.
Of course, of course. Hope everything's all. Does this have to do with what happened at the other day? The parade. Heard some rumors. I wasn't there myself.
What rumors have you heard?
Well, that stone creatures came out and attacked everyone at the parade.
Oh my.
But that wasn't in the rumors.
Insight check.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Basically, I mean, from Ignatius, thinking it's a little bit of a slip up, but because the Petrified didn't attack the parade, they were just rabble rousers, right? Am I remembering wrong?
Oh, well, it's like at the end of the parade.
Oh,
Was
okay.
that
All right.
thing.
Sorry. All right. I'm not trapping her in some sort of. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Never mind.
He seems
Could
to
be.
yeah. Oh. Well, let me get these put together for you, and you'll get the potions worked out. It takes like an hour and a half or so to make.
Really important business.
Oh, yes. I'll make sure these are very well done. Anything I can do for the governor? And gets it all set and only charges you 100 gold even. Doesn't charge you for the labor because it's for the governor.
Perfect.
Just the 100's fine. And just let the governor
While
know.
she's brewing that,
Mhm.
Eris is gonna lean over to Ignatius. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you were making a potion to do some evil stuff, you probably wouldn't go to the local area, to the alchemy shop, to get your ingredients because of things like this, right?
One would think. I mean,
They
just knowing-
probably go and get them on their own.
Yeah.
I don't know if. Just thinking it might be a dead end.
Could be. Never hurts to ask, but
I guess that's true.
It's a common ingredient. Maybe they were made for soup.
you never know.
No soup I ever heard of.
Let me try it
I don't
out.
know. I
Let
don't
me
know how to
how you
make
make
soup.
it. Oh, that's a pity. Yeah, I was just dotting the I's, crossing the T's, so to speak. Just
Yeah, that makes sense.
Comes back out. Pop potions. Did you say you were also interested in healing potions? I have some already brewed. They're 50 gold apiece, standard pricing. Yeah, I could do 40 if it's, since you're working on behalf of the governor. One for you? Of course,
Healing
very
portion, yes.
important business indeed. I'll hand you a potion. Just 40 gold from your
Okay.
sons.
Dan, if we started with the healer feat, do we also start with a healer's kit?
Let's see I see the healer feat. I don't think so.
I'm asking, would you as DM have given us a healer's kit? I forgot to ask.
Gotcha.
Same.
Let me check. I think it's a little too pricey for the city to give with the thing, but let me check. Oh yeah, you'd get one.
No,
It's 5 gold pieces. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, would we have started the campaign with one? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Ash, do you
Cool.
have the 40 gold for the potion in your inventory? Okay. You could write from
Just barely, but I do.
I didn't know if you were pulling
Gris-
from the party.
Grisera
No.
will buy one too.
Okay, 40 gold for Grisura. Regular healing potion. All right. Well, that's all I can help with. Best of luck. I'll be sure to let the governor know if anything, of note happens.
Good
Shar
idea.
would grab 4.
Oh, okay. Nice. 160 gold for regular potion.
Chloe would have gotten 5.
5. Okay. That's what, 200
Oh.
gold pieces.
Oh wait, hang on.
Here.
2.
Yeah, double check the old inventory to just to be sure.
Oh my goodness. D&D Beyond is so confusing when you haven't been using it. Ah! No, I don't want to
Immediately
manage.
after paying for her potions, Shar would leave the shop back out to where Catherine was.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. Let's see.
I would have grabbed
Kathleen.
probably 3.
Oh, yep, you can exactly afford, well, with 2 gold left over, you can get 3.
Cool. So
Just take 120.
120.
And make sure you, just for everyone that bought, make sure you add them to your inventory so you don't forget later. All right.
I already, stopped in
Yes.
earlier in the week. Yes.
Once she's outside of the shop, she'll hand 2 of them over to Catherine.
Oh, okay. Pop 2 in your inventory, Catherine.
What? Why do I owe you?
What do you mean?
I mean, what do I owe you?
You don't?
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Okay, if you're not going to accept money, then I'll make you something. A scarf. I'm going to make you a scarf. Go pick out some colors.
Nice. Okay, everyone's loaded up with potions. You have 2 potions of depetrification. So whoever wants to have those, who wants to put those, will coordinate. Who wants those?
I think people who would be in melee the most should probably have them because they're in the most danger.
I think a majority of us are melee.
Oh.
If
You
no
can
one
drink it,
is-
or it's topical. Either or.
Just
Topical.
In case you're already petrified, you can. Yeah.
Or just split it.
yeah, cuckoo, crazy thought here. If we give it to the melee people, if they get petrified, doesn't it, like, you can't get it off them?
Yeah. Everything they're
Oh,
holding
there's
is petrified too.
your stuff gets petrified too.
Yeah.
Lennox did say it takes 2 turns to be turned. So you could, if you get the
okay.
first
All right,
turn,
all right.
you could be like, and undo
Okay,
it.
all right, fair enough. All right, then give it to the melee people. Yep.
Okay, so there's so many melee people who would like that.
I'll take it.
All right, Chloe has
Could
one.
could I just ask to look at it so I can have notes on like how to better perfect the brew?
Absolutely.
And then someone else can hold it.
Okay. I think Ignatius wrote some notes too for the plants and the weeds lookalikes and how to discern them.
That's brilliant.
All right,
I'm
so-
gonna write them in my notebook too.
Nice.
I'll take the other one.
Okay.
Unless Shar or Kethri want it.
All right, so 1 for Chloe, 1 for Eris. Be sure you put those in D&D Beyond so you don't forget. Potion of, that's just, you just have to add something and name it. Potion of depetrification. There is no potion for it by default. If you can, let me know and I'll add it. All right, where to next? The smithy?
Certainly.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yes.
there's no turtles here, but you head your across town down towards the end of Adventurers Row, where you'll find the lead smithy here, at the Smith and Mason store. Using the governor's name, you'll have a 30% discount. You step inside. There's just one person working. There's sort of a circular, semicircle. The smithy's round. There's about 25 feet of this side of a half circle where you can shop and look at goods and shelves. And then there's another like concentric half circle. And behind that is the forge and a gentleman working. Masculine, human-esque. For those more observant, you can tell that there's some dwarven blood in his parentage somewhere. Parents or grandparents. Outside of human. Seems to be looks around 30. Stands 5'9". Very muscular and cut as most smithies are for the job. Short, tousled, straight brown hair with some red highlights, emerald green eyes, an almond white skin tone, and gosh, let's see. Anyone that has had any past experience with dwarves in this world, or anyone with a history proficiency, can make a history check, as there is a large tattoo that runs from right around like behind the ear, front of the side of the jaw here, down the neck, and down the side, over the shoulder and chest and shoulder blade in the back tattoo.
Oh, I thought it was a 1. It's a 7. 11 for the history check.
11. Okay. Anyone else have any? I think maybe Eris in your travels, if you wanted to.
You think so? Okay, history.
Yeah.
All right.
And the other guild you're in there, the one that travels, you probably have experienced a lot.
Would I happen to get advantage because of that?
Probably not advantage, but you might be considered without the proficiency.
Thought I'd ask. I got a 7.
Okay. Nice.
Would
What's that,
Ash have any experience with dwarves, Dan? With their deliveries? She's been to Credosia, Arkwood, Starbridge, and Zone. Well, and Zone Islands.
Yeah, no, probably none of those. Important. Thank you for checking. Yeah,
just wanted to make.
Would Chloe, since you said Starbridge and
there's not much in Starbridge. It's more the eastern coast there. But you make a good point. You have such a motley crew of like folks that you've interacted with, Chloe. You can make a straight history check as well.
ill prepared. Ooh, you said history?
Mm-hmm.
16.
16. Okay. Yeah, Ignatius, you're not quite sure, outside of it just being an outstanding, highly detailed, like black ink tattoo. Chloe, you know you've met a number of dwarves that have very similar in where the tattoo is placed. These are clan tattoos. Not all dwarves have them, but they're dwarves from a certain prime that got moved here, where all the clans identified with these tattoos. You don't recognize the clan. Yeah, the specific clan. Sorry, what's that?
Choking on brownie hair. You've already asked my question.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Would Chloe know the specific clan? And you've already answered.
Okay, yeah. All right. Let's see then. Yeah. So, he's just working. Pink, 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 pink. And any of you approach or anything, or are you waiting for him?
Wait for a sign that if he's going to notice us. If not, then Ignatius will.
Pink. A few more hammer strokes.
Oh, excuse me, kind sir.
Right, welcome. Just a minute. Takes his heat-resistant gloves off and sets them down. Comes over to this counter. Right, well, welcome. Adventurous, wonderful. What you all looking for? Armor, weapons? What can I do you for today?
Harris is looking for any shiny great axe stuff.
Nice. In
The
here-
bigger the better.
You'll find at least one of every weapon. This is like adventuring stuff. You know, there's nothing magical, but it's all like anything in the weapons. Simple melee range is here, and armor. Just about anything in the armor, the regular armor. We're here for weapons.
I think I need a new handle on my great axe here. This is getting a bit old.
Oh, look at that beaut. Right then, over here. Let's take a look. Beck said, that's some fine craftsmanship. Yeah, we can fix that handle up right. That's, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, just been hitting some rocks lately. I need something stronger.
Yeah, so looking at the equipment and gear, or if you want to role play out like what you're, here for outside, let me know. But just let Destrian here know. Destrian's his name. I run this. Let me see a shop. Best gear in the city.
Catherine would
Nice.
probably look at armor too.
All right. His arms crossed, just like the leather apron over, like the shirtless top and the leather pants, boots. I guess I'll just go around and check with everyone. Chloe, do you want any weapons or armor here? 30% off?
I would, Chloe would just look for a rapier, or...
Yeah, no, that's here. You picking one up? Oh wait, you just have the 2 gold left. You have 50 left over from what the governor gave you for what it's, well, everybody does collectively. So consider that, Chloe. I'll check back in. Eris, are you getting any, like...
She's getting her great axe repaired, and then I'm assuming you said there's no magical weapons, right? So everything is just
Yeah.
standard.
Mm-hmm.
Just standard,
Finely
okay.
crafted, but standard.
We're going to fight some stone things.
Oh. You don't want something that smashes.
Yeah, of course I want something that smashes.
All right, yeah.
I'll start looking at the hammer.
Nice. That's awesome. He's excited. He'll show you a selection of the different bludgeoning ones. We got his maul. He pulls his dunk, it drops down on the ground. 2-handed, 10 gold pieces, 2d6 bludgeoning, heavy 2-handed maul. What else is bludgeoning here? Warhammer does 1d8. It's versatile, so you can hold it with 2 hands and do 1d10, but well, it's in that way. 1 hand if you win, just still does some good damage. If you want to really take 2 hands to it, go to town. That's a little more. So you're, well, go ahead and look at those. Let's see. Catherine, you said that you were looking at armor, I believe. The long-awaited armor. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know which one you'd like?
Oh, squishy.
At 30% off?
Preferably, since there's a discount, medium armor would be amazing.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So there's a few. I guess it goes from 12 up to 15. Plus your dex modifier with a max of 2 if you're doing medium.
How much for a 15? I want
15 is half plate. That's really expensive. 750 gold.
Listen.
The one's probably
I can exchange services if we're gonna do that. I can crochet you a
some
wonderful
armor.
jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
No, just a jacket.
Nice. There's
Yep.
scale mail. That's 50 gold pieces. It's 14 plus your dex, but it gives you disadvantage on stealth.
I mean,
Also for 50 gold before the discount, there's a 13 plus your dex max 2 that does not give disadvantage. It's chain shirt and scale mail. I'm so sorry. Let me just make this a little easier for you all and just put some tables in Zoom so you've got a quick reference. Here's some
we appreciate
armor.
that.
You might have to scroll down the page just a little bit, but you'll find a nice table.
Medium. Okay.
Contents.
So the one that doesn't give the disadvantage you said was a chain.
Yes, the chain shirt is 13. It's one less. 13 plus your dex modifier up to 2. It does not, you'll see over to the right under stealth, it does not give disadvantage. Now, if you have a crazy high dex modifier, you might want to look at studded leather because it's 12, but it's plus your entire dex modifier, not just, it doesn't limit it at 2. A little less expensive.
Where's the stud? Is that? Oh, is
Oh,
that?
that's in the light armor.
Light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that would be the same. As the. That would equal the same as a chain shirt. So.
Gotcha. Although, if you'll have this for a while and your dex mod increases like in a couple levels at level 4, you know, just to consider it, it might be more. But do whatever you like. I'll let you think on that, and I'll check in with.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Shar, anything for you? Okay. Let's see, Ignatius, anything?
Hearing Eris talk about yeah, and then realizing with the stone creatures, he's probably gonna pick up a mace. Just because it'll probably.
Okay, just do some smashing.
Yeah.
All right. So a mace. Where are you? I thought I just had it. Mace is, I think, a simple weapon. Yeah, 5 gold, so it would be 30% off. I mean, I guess basically
Yeah,
it's 3 gold.
yeah.
3 gold pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, just something that has bludgeoning. Yeah.
All right. Well, this one will do the trick. And yeah, it's finely crafted. Hands that over for 3 gold. Just you can add a mace, subtract 3 gold. Anything else for Ignatius? Armor wise, weapon wise?
He doesn't have anything, no +1s or anything like that, right?
Okay. All right. I'll come back around just in case you spot anything else. Ash, anything for you here?
Nope. Ash is going to like slip outside, and anyone who goes outside would just see her like sitting crisscross applesauce, like against the building, and just like talking to her broom, that she has with her.
Oh,
Just
interesting.
like mumbling to it, and looking at like flipping through her cards.
Love it. And Grisura, anything here?
No books and no magic. Grisura is dangerously bored.
Oh,
and
no.
Will probably wander around, watch Ash talking to her broom, do some calisthenics, get more and more bored, sigh repeatedly.
Are we done yet? Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I love it. All right, I'll quickly zip around and just check with everyone else. It'll be last call. Boop. Hello. Were you picking up the rapier after all? So you only have 2 gold, but you'd have to talk to the party like, hey, I'd love, love to get some, because it's 25 gold pieces for a rapier. There's 50 from the governor left over to spend on, like, equipment and potions.
Considering it, and then just looking at how detailed the rapier is, Chloe would just put it back and put a pin.
Okay. All right. Eris, anything else? Or are you going with the
Oh, she's getting the biggest maul he's got.
nice, nice? There is one that while it does the same damage, is just the design is crushing, right? You can tell this thing's
Yes.
just gonna obliterate stuff.
Yeah.
That's just 7 gold. That's it with the discount.
Oh, 7 gold.
Mhm.
Nice. So she's gonna pick that out and have to look over, and then she's gonna let me test this. She's gonna head outside and find a log and just smash it, just to test it out, see how it swings, see how it feels.
Well, it balance is because you felt the balance, but when you swing it overhead, you just feel the motion swept up in the weight at the end. Boom! Crunches the fallen log, and splinters fly everywhere, and it's just crushed.
Oh, I like this. She'll go back inside. Can I ask for one more thing on this?
Right? What should
You
I?
do a little engraving?
Oh, absolutely.
She's going to ask for the symbol of the Storm Primordial.
Oh, Taikati?
Yes, Taikati.
Nice.
Thank you. I had it written down and I couldn't read my own handwriting.
That's awesome.
Just right here, right on
Sure.
the hill.
Oh, yeah, gets to work on that. Nice, nice.
And I'll pick up a thing that lets me put it over my other shoulder. So I got a great axe and I got a
nice.
maze.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
I will smash all the things.
Smashing and shopping. What are we doing?
See, that's
Catherine, where are you landing?
you said that was 7? Damn,
7.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the stud. Oh, wrong websites. I think it's studded
Studded
leather.
leather. Yeah, so you get the full dex
Mhm.
mod on top of 12. So that's 45 gold. I'm so sorry. Let's see. 45 gold, and we have a 3% discount, which is 13.50. So you can just pay. They basically say you can just pay. Oh, come on! I'm so sorry. What did I say? 13.50. From 45, so 32, 31 gold. They're just gonna make it 30 gold for you.
30. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And also because she has her katana with her, and if they're about to go fight rock things again, she doesn't want to damage that one and wants to maybe pick up a mace or something that's more bludgeoning.
Oh yeah. Was
Sorry
there?
about that. Or like,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, please.
Warhammer.
Okay, yeah. Let me
No,
know
Warhammer.
if you can do the. I think Warhammer is a martial melee weapons.
Yes.
As long as you've got that in your. Yeah, that one. The
You can
three.
do martial or simple.
Gotcha. Okay,
That's
Warhammer
every
be
weapon.
10 gold. 10 gold piece.
The
Now the Warhammer
the-
lets you do one-handed or two-handed too. By the way. A
I
little
would
more
love to
damage.
do one-handed so I could still
Okay.
do the other one.
Perfect. Okay. Just,
And the Warhammer, I'm sorry, was how
he's bringing it
much?
down to 10.
10. Okay.
Mhm.
Got it.
Slightly over the 30%. Christopher, as you've been, walking around about, would you mind doing an Arcana check for me, just a straight Arcana check? You've been navigating the
No, no
space.
problem. Seven.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Dan, real quick,
Yeah.
Ignatius would have headed outside when Ash headed outside.
Oh, okay. The Ash kind of talking to Broom, looking at cards. All right, Shar, nothing for you, right? I think you're all set, Ignatius. Ash is all set, and Grisura, I can't remember. Did you have anything, or you're bored, right? There's nothing in here
I'm
for
bored.
you. Okay, so with that, I think everyone's got their stuff now. And mhm.
Real quick, he's
Yeah.
gonna see Ash with the broom and just side job, cleaning.
Oh, no, not Cassiopeia. She takes me where I need to go.
Oh, lovely, lovely name.
Yeah, she'll activate it and just kind of like zoom around, like fly around him. Uh, you see, I use it a lot of the time, probably more than I should, but
Oh no, I'm certainly can see where it comes in very handy.
she's a good friend.
Nice, nice, nice. Nothing suit your fancy in here.
Oh, not really. Not really that much of an armor person.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Plus, well, it's a little light.
well, I mean, we're a group, and you know, all of us, need to, I guess, be at our best. So let me know if there's something you need.
Ah, not in there, but thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
You all begin filing out of the store. Destrian is gonna quickly throw out to you. Right, well, I think you all said you're heading up on the mountain. You might want to consider picking up some warm clothing. It gets that's a
Oh,
right, and you kind of know that. I think you would have some for sure. I know you don't, Ignatius. You don't need it. Because you're
I mean,
toasty.
I don't have anything in my inventory, but
Mm-hmm.
I imagine from his travels, I mean, he would have
You would know how cold it gets. Well,
he would
because
have cold weather gear. Yeah,
you're fire genasi, so you're kind of. I
yeah,
think you've got a
yeah.
little
Added
resistance.
insulation.
Yeah.
So we're all just gonna walk right close to him. He's just gonna be in the
Still
center of
Ignatius.
all just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's 10
three on my
gold.
left, three on my right, and I just hold out my hand.
Awesome. Well, he's doing his sales pitch. 10 gold, a fit.
Oh, yeah, I'll get some.
So just add cold weather clothes.
Sounds like
Should
being
be
cold.
in.
I'll get some too.
Okay. Same for Eris. Anyone else buying cold weather clothing?
Yeah, since I don't have it in the inventory, I'll put it in the inventory.
Okay.
Would I have already crocheted some? Just a random question.
Probably not strong enough for the cold. You need
Damn.
some, yeah. But you can work on it. You can make that the next project. Would you like to buy some?
Yeah.
Catherine? Okay.
Yes, I'll get some for both of Shar and me.
Okay, nice.
Well, I was
Keeps
gonna
buying me soup.
ask, as someone who lived most of her life in the mountains, would she have any?
Yeah, you know what? You would have gotten some in, because of your backstory point there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, then never mind. How much? Is it 10?
10 gold. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Grisura, do you want to pick up some cold weather clothes?
I mean, I guess if I sold the ones I would have had when I went over Yusushi, then I should probably do that, yeah.
Oh, no, you know what? That's a good point. Yeah, you definitely would have needed them for that, so we'll say you've got those. Just go ahead and add them to your inventory.
Okay.
And Chloe, do you want to pick some up?
I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody
Okay.
saw that, but my mom was trying to like ninjally stealth to grab
Nice.
a stuffed animal. Chloe's fine, knowing that they don't have enough money, and yeah.
All right. Who has the extra 50 gold for the party? Who's managing that? It's sort of a party fund. Anyone want to take on that?
I nominate Ignatius.
Oh no!
Frank, are you okay with that, Frank? Because Frank had to deal with that with Stormfall.
I was gonna say like
Yeah.
We
Asha
did.
had to do with it
Yeah.
Tuesday, and yeah,
Yeah, that's why-
Frank had to do with it Snowfall.
I mean,
I'll
if
do it if no one
alright.
wants
if
to.
Frank
but
wants a break,
I love that Char would do it. Yeah. Because who's gonna be like, please, Char? No.
Shar, yeah, all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll nominate Shar.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right, so you got 50 gold. It's up to you. You would, you'd see, of course, Chloe, like, being the only one not buying any. You don't have to do anything with that. But you also kind of saw them, like, pick out the last of their coin when they paid for the last, their health potions, so you know they're low.
She'll look at them. Are you getting clothes?
No. I don't have enough.
We'll just use the money the governor gave us.
I'll be fine. You don't have to do that.
It's not me doing it, it's the governor.
Fair
You
point.
won't fight as well when you're cold.
Another fair point. Chloe will just walk and buy is it the winter clothes, Dan?
Yeah, like winter or cold weather. I forget how they're written up, but make sure you add them to your inventory.
I don't know how to add inventory, so I've been jotting down what Chloe has been
Gotcha.
buying, so I will let you know at the end of the session, Dan.
Perfect. Sounds good. Okay. All right. So just take 10 gold Char out of that. I like Char's pragmatism. You won't fight well with it in the cold. All right. So you all leave. The next stop is likely the Druid Enclave. But man, the drinks from breakfast are hitting hard. And so several of you are like, let's just do the public restroom real quick before we head over to the Druid Enclave. That's a long walk. And with that, we'll take our bio break. For anyone who doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. Pretty, maybe sooner, but 10 minutes. And we'll be back. We'll keep our audio hot, so you can chat with us if you want. But we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Here we go. Whee! Bio break. Okay. Yeah, I need a snack. My goodness.
Holy moly, I don't know why, but I think it's just a beanie that I wear. My right ear is fine, but it's just my left, and I don't know why.
You wear it like over your ears?
Nope. Yeah, I wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the same
Yeah.
thing, Mariah, whenever I wear like things that like go over my ears at all. Like headbands and stuff, like if I wear them for too long, it like one of my ear will hurt and the other one won't. So yeah, super
That's
weird.
so weird.
It's just, I guess, just a skull shape thing.
I have
Frank's
not
trying.
had that problem.
Frank's trying hard. There you go.
Sky Guy, I don't think it's a headset issue. These are the same headphones that I stream with, so.
Yeah. It might be
But
if you're wearing your beanie over your ears, because I do the same thing. Like I wear headbands and everything, even though I know like if I wear it there all day, like so I just like keep adjusting it.
And I think
If
that
it
has to do
starts
with my
hurting.
glasses too.
Sure.
Oh my goodness. I think it's time to get a new PC headset. Benefit of working at GameStop is that your employee discount counts towards a new headset. And I've been eyeing on some wireless headset, HyperX headsets. They're like $99, but I think they'll be worth it.
Probably. I think I said that I was going to buy new headsets like 4 years ago. Have I bought a new headset yet? No.
Nope.
But I do have AirPods, so I just use those.
Well, the problem is that I'm too lazy to figure out how to connect an Apple product to a Microsoft product. Yeah, I think so too. But again, I've worn this beanie plenty of times, and again, it's my Black 100 Thieves beanie, and I think I've worn this on my personal stream, and it hasn't bothered me. I think I need to go see in whatever the ear doctor is called.
Like, is it your like your earlobe that's hurting, or like
It's the inside of my ear.
Oh, see, yeah, no, mine always just hurts like the back of my ear, but not the inside. So yeah, that does sound like an inner ear issue.
Yeah, okay, there's a thing on TikTok. It's like it's the little camera where you can see the inside of your ear.
Oh yeah.
I just want to download it. Download it.
You want to download it like from the mainframe?
I wish I could, but I don't really want to. I really don't want to invest something like from TikTok shop that may or may not work, or maybe a dupe. There's like a hairbrush from TikTok that people got dupes of, like fakes,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want that to happen to me.
Yeah,
Sky Guy, the headset that I've had for 6 to 7 years, HyperX. I will never go to a different headset ever. Audiologist, thank you, Ha. But Sky Guy, you are correct. I am having headset issues. I've had these for so many years that the audio is starting to not connect. Because not only that I use these for PC, but I also use it for PlayStation because they're a universal headset. So, yeah. But yeah, I feel wax coming out of my ear. My dad has like wax candles. I'm afraid of like having I'm afraid to do it, and two, I hate hot things. Like I don't fire iron or curl near my ear because I'm afraid I'm gonna burn myself.
Oh yeah.
Hydrogen peroxide.
I use hydrogen peroxide, but
Oh,
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
What do you mean? What do you put hydrogen peroxide on?
you put it in your ear.
On your ear, right?
Not on.
Yes.
You lay on your side and you dump it in your ear and let it sit there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and you just kind of like doop doop doop.
Yeah, I think my
Yeah,
mom
and
used to do
then
that
I
with
always
me.
do that. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just
Or
like,
if you go to the and blah, 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 an audiologist, they can help remove stuff. Why is my camera going all blurry?
Tasha disappeared.
I know, because there we go. I'm clear again. But yeah, no, my mom has to every like once in a while. She has to go in to see them, and then they take care of it. And then just
Yeah, the last
again.
time I had a professional ear cleaning when I was very young, had to get tubes put in my ear when I was younger, and they didn't fall out like they were supposed to. And
Sometimes they don't.
yeah, I had to go see the audiologist and get the tube or tubes. I don't remember, but just the earwax that was built around the tube. It was cool and gross looking at the same time.
Right.
I'm weird like that. I'm just weird like that. I don't know if I have significant buildup because my right ear is fine. It's just my left.
Well, it can be just unilateral, like I'm just on one side and not the other. That's common. Like it could be both or it could be just one.
See, like when I take my glasses off and I have like this, it's fine. But I feel like this beanie is like tight on my head. Wait.
Okay, So it's like not the earwax, then maybe it's just the pressure building.
I don't know,
'Cause,
but
like-
I feel pressure building right now.
Because I can't wear over the ear headphones anymore with my glasses because I have really bad TMJ. And when I did that, it caused really bad migraines and the pressure from that, which is why I switched over to these, whatever they're called,
The
conduction.
haptic things, yeah.
Yeah, the bone.
Is it
bone
haptic?
I don't
the
know. That's just
conduction.
it's just a word I use.
Yeah, it goes through. Actually, it's
It goes through
it's really
your
neat.
the bone.
Jawbone. Yeah,
Yep. And
it
it's
sounds
been
just
a
like you're wearing
lifesaver.
headset. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Now with these glasses, I mean, sometimes it still bothers me, but my last pair it didn't at all because they were thinner. So I just need to go back to a thinner frame, I guess.
And I don't know how long it's been going on. Well, it's been going on for a while. I've noticed this change since I started like steadily started streaming on a normal basis, but yeah. I don't know how long this has been going for. But Warren did ask me if I've slept with headphones on, and I have in the past, but it shouldn't be the cause. I don't know. It's so weird.
Do you have pain back here on your neck? Or is it like here?
Like a lot, like right here. It's like,
Okay, so
and then like,
yep.
right here.
That sounds exactly like what I was dealing with. I don't know, do you have TMJ issues?
I don't know what. Okay, first off, what is TMJ?
Hold on.
I'll look it up.
It's like temporal something.
Your jaw clip
Temporomandibular
sometimes.
joint. Temporomandibular joint. There you go. So it's the joint that connects pretty much, if I have this correctly, your cheekbone and your jawbone. And depending on the severity, it can either cause you not to have a complete bite or cause pain or cause, like in my case, it's just really terrible migraines. I don't know why, but like pressure changes in the weather causes migraines, and it's only because I have problems with this. And they don't know why. Sometimes if you grind your teeth, that could cause the TMJ to flame or flame up. I don't grind.
I don't
They have
grind
no idea
either.
why. Yeah.
Unless if I
Do you clench your
grind.
do you clench your
your
jaw?
jaw?
See, that's what I do.
May or may not do it in the middle of the night, but
has a dentist ever said you look like you grind your teeth?
No. No,
Okay.
I don't grind my teeth.
Sometimes they can tell just by the shape of the molars in the back. Because like I don't.
Or you get fractures from clenching your teeth so much.
Yeah, that happens too.
Now
from
I
what
feel
I've
like
heard.
the pain like right inside my inner ear. What is this?
Do you have another set of headphones? Because like if you're feeling relief off of your ear, then it's the headphones causing the pressure. It took me a while to figure that out, but that's why I switched.
I may just. Well, do we have a
not
dongle
recommend
for...
having MJ problems.
I don't think we do. Dang it! I need to invest into a dongle. I do have headphones that don't have pressure, but I don't know.
Like in the ear instead of over the ear.
Yeah, I need to invest in looking for AirPods are for in the air. I'm so tired, and I'm just thinking about it. I have an 8-hour shift tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
I may have an ear infection. that has
You
gotten
know,
untreatable.
I would say the best thing is to just go and get it checked out, at least at like a clinic or something, Mariah.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, with that contemplative
Welcome back,
moment,
Dan.
we're gonna jump on back.
We're just talking about inner ear problems.
Oh yeah, no, I heard the whole thing. I was like, oh, juicy, yeah. Almost everyone's stuff going on.
Oh, you have AirPods, right, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay,
My
here
ears.
we go. All right, we are heading on over. I believe everyone's got their warm clothes now, their cold weather stuff. Excellent. Heading over to the Druid Enclave, Ignatius, having been there, you know the way. And this individual you've met, as they are the elder of the grove. Yes, Ash?
Has Ash met them? Because they went there for the ritual. Or, well, before the ritual, they went to the Druid Enclave to tell them about the ritual that she was wanting to do, about the
Ah,
moth.
okay. You didn't meet the elder, but you met
Okay.
some of the other druid folks that are more. There's a group of people that get put in charge of admission and like how to do the ritual and the gift shop. And you got,
So
you
if
know, yeah.
Ignatius would have had any like double like thought, like questions about like, oh, is it this way or that way, like Ash would have stepped in and been like, oh yeah, no, it's right.
Mhm.
It was over here.
Okay. This is not the one I was staying at, right, Dan?
This is that one. Yep, it's right outside of the city.
Okay. Okay.
So the two of you kind of take the lead and walk right over, guiding everybody to the Druid Enclave for this city. It doesn't take long for you, Ignatius, to get, in particular, to get an audience with Grillith Bearstalker. She/her. She arrives, a rather feminine bugbear. She seems to be in her later years of life. Judging by like her gait as she approaches and the weathered nature of her skin and the fur. Stands about 6'7". Has sort of like a farmer's build, dirty brown and gray fur. With sky blue eyes that are a little bit hidden by some of the fur that hangs down and kind of covers that part of the face. Oh, Ignatius, welcome back. Now, so you're part of the crew. The governor told me to expect a handful of
Yes.
people.
Yes. We've been commissioned with the investigation, so to speak, of what has been going on.
One of the talents we put to good use, I think.
Oh, you're too kind.
Welcome one and all to our humble enclave. Thank you for the work that you are committing to. Protects us as much as the citizens within the city's walls. I'll call for your tracker. Katrin Drake, you've probably met in passing a time or two, Ignatius, will be joining you for this mission. We'll assist you as we always do our best to assist the city. This tracker will guide you through the wilds and help search for clues of disruption in the mountains. They're not particularly adept in magics outside of Druidic, but they know what to expect on the mountain and where. So if anything seems out of the ordinary, they'll know. Mountain lions are currently in overpopulation, so if you wish to hunt at all for food, mountain lions are currently allowed to balance the mountain's ecosystem. um, and not that you have to do anything catch-free, but you know, you would know that these druid enclaves often have a little insight into like some of the herbalism, like what herbs and things are on a mountain. Also, like the fauna, creatures, and harvesting bits and pieces, important bits and pieces of creatures. In case you wanted to, your guide, your tracker here will probably have some answers to that. If you wanted to clue in on any of that, I can give you some info.
1,000% she would love to.
Nice.
If she's in the back, she'll kind of like politely, like, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Thanks. Hi, I'm Cathrelia, but you can call me Catherine.
Pleasure, Catherine.
Hey, question.
Yes.
I'm looking for basilisk breath, particularly the plant, to help make some depetrification potions because we're gonna go
Oh.
up against some things and we just gotta make sure that we don't get turned into stone. Whole thing. I haven't picked them myself. So do you have any tips
Yes.
for that?
Yes. Just here's some tips. This will give you advantage in picking out the right one out of the weeds. And because so for Ignatius, you would also be able to try on your own and discern because of the notes you took back in the. It's not advantage, but because you don't typically do it, you would have an option to do it now. Catherine, they also tell you about that is very rare even here, but findable. There's also dried ephedra, and you know that increases the dice type by one size for any healing effect. So if it was a D6, it would go up to a D8. D8 go up to a D10. In your brewing, the alchemy side of things, dried ephedra, it's uncommon, but around.
What is can I spell that?
Yeah, sorry. Dried,
Please.
like, just
Uh-huh.
dried out. Ephedra, EPHEDRA. Ephedra.
Okay. And I'll just like boost it up by a dice size or a dice.
Basically, yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly right. Yep, you add it to any potion that you're working on. It'll increase that by one. That's pretty much it. There's plenty of blood grass here too, blood grass, and that just you can combine that with any other potion effect. And the potion becomes a food source for one day. Basically makes you full for the day on top of the potion it does.
It's lembas bread. That's cute.
Nice.
Like it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
you're full for the day. Awesome. Okay. I think she'd be good on plant stuff because she's not really that kind of a hunter.
Okay.
But yeah, I think she's good as far as plant questions.
Anytime. You have a marvelous aura too. Very vibrant with forces of
You.
nature. Well.
What a compliment.
Oh, here's Katrine now. And Katrine shows up. She's Katrine Drake, she, her. It's a pleasure making your acquaintance, everyone. My name's Katrine Drake, she, her. She appears to be in her early 40s, human. Has a bald head, shaven clean, golden eyes, and a dark brown skin. It's about 5'3" tall. I'll be your tracker today. Everyone, of course, is responsible for their own safety. We hunt. We will move relatively quietly when we need to. Otherwise, regular pace should be fine. And keep an eye out for strange noises. Anything approaching. Feel free to ask about any fruits, berries, and otherwise before eating. I imagine you're well adept at taking care of yourselves, but I'm here in case you need me. Otherwise, I'll just be on the lookout for things that don't belong in the mountain or seem out of sorts, and assist in battle if this comes up.
Excellent.
Wonderful. All right then. Um, I believe we have to stop and see the stop at the Griffin Farm. The governor said.
Yes.
Right. Well, let's see what if she's returned home or not. Right, and she bids farewell to the elder, as is custom, which you would know, Ignatius, as well. After an audience with the elder, to give a bit of farewell. And you all head. You start heading into the mountains, as the Griffin Farm is just at the base of the mountains. You begin traveling through. You don't take too long before you come across a Griffin Ranch, basically. And there is a couple of ranch hands that have there's some larger griffins, some baby griffins in the back you can hear squawking, and they're being fed and run through their paces and such. And one of the ranch hands comes up. Howdy, pleasure to meet you. It's elven, half elven gentleman, maybe in his late 20s. Short, light black hair. How can I help you? You looking to make a purchase today?
Wish.
They're cuties, all right. They make good partners too. Oh, what are you here for? If not looking for griffins.
Hi there, Grisura, she, her.
Pleasure.
We were sent by the governor. There were some questions about. Grisura actually stops and pulls out a book and starts reading, just completely. Trying to remember what the thread was.
Oh, nice. uh, oh, and if you wish to remember, not that you have to, but if you do, the Griffin Farm owner makes a trip into the mountains once a month. They might be back now. Maybe they've seen something while they're up there.
Okay, I mean that's fair as a player, but if another character actually remembers that before Grisura does, then another character can jump in.
The ranch hand just kind of look around.
Ignatius will prop open his notebook. Yeah, we're looking for Yostan Gavin.
Oh, right.
Pardon my horrible pronunciation, but
no, you're fine. Yostin, yep, Dav game. Dive game, and that's quite all right. She just made her way back. I Yostin, yelling back in towards the building. Here she comes. I'll let you have your dealings. Heads back to manage the griffins as Yostin comes over. Wood elf, in her early 200s, probably. Short, wavy brown hair, brown eyes, and almost a silver nature to her skin. She's about 5'6", has kind of a muscular build, and she shows up. Well, a pleasure to meet all of you. Name's Yostin Navgame, she, her. What can I do you for? Got some questions?
we were okay. Anyone? I was going to say, if anybody else wanted to. The governor asked us to check into. There's some things going on here. There might be somebody running around the woods. We don't know, possibly doing some alchemical things to create
Ooh.
some evil creatures. Stone cursed, we were told. We're coming up here to investigate.
I don't know nothing about Stonecurst. What's got the governor's pantaloons in a bunch about someone running around the forest? There's plenty of folks up here.
Oh, certainly, yeah. I've met a
Mhm.
lot.
If
Met
you don't
most
mind
of
me
them.
asking.
Oh, we were. They were as part of the centennial celebration in town. Uh, they were, that spot where they commune,
Right,
begin
right.
commune. Yes, yes. And uh, we were the party was attacked by these stone creatures.
Ooh, all right. Oh, hence the alchemy and such you mentioned. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
I see. So you're wondering then if I saw anything up in the mountains, likely.
Yeah. Anything strange going on that seems out of place.
Well, there was. Yeah, I hate to admit it, knowing this other information, but wasn't anything too out of place, but certainly tying these things together. Saw signs of the cave systems that I tend to navigate for eggs and such, abandoned eggs. There were signs of them being disturbed. I thought maybe someone was in there trying to poach. I'm very careful. Griffins are, um, well, they are a bit territorial when out on their own, and sometimes they fight one another. Uh, when a parent's lost and there's eggs with no parent, I go make my way in and give them a home. But worries some poachers might be in there taking them from parents, which we just don't do here.
No, no, that's
But
horrible.
not looking. This sounds just as bad, if not a little worse. Um, there were some creatures there that appeared a bit, as you mentioned, alchemy. Thought they were just a little weird. Every so often we get a griffin with an extra foot or without one. Just a little bit different, right? Some are just a little unique in their own way. But
Oh yeah, certainly.
I saw some newts there in the case with some extra appendages and didn't think much of it. But there were quite a few. I thought,
Hmm.
now that you mention it, I suppose that is a bit strange. I saw some paw prints up through um, some of the snow and some of the caves. Now that I think about it, too, that weren't like any I'd seen before. They have sort of sharper angles. Paws typically spread that weight out and just they're round and cushy. These were just a little sharper angles and such. Didn't match anything I knew. And there were I had a bit of a scare. There were some rats that were at least twice the size of normal rats. They were huge, and I wasn't a fan of that, I can tell you. Um,
Oh, nobody likes to run up to them. Yeah.
mm, mm. There were a number. Um, I maybe collected only half the eggs I usually do on a run. And at the time, I thought maybe, that's great. Less abandoned, or lost children, lost eggs. But there were signs of other people being through there, as I mentioned. Maybe they were taking some of those eggs and doing, poach. I don't know if it's poaching or if it has something to do with the alchemy, but I think there might be someone in there, taking some of those eggs too.
Hmm. Sounds like a solid lead.
Yeah. I don't know if that's very helpful. Very, there wasn't one particular spot in one particular cave where all this was. Those are expansive up there, and it was kind of all throughout. Wish I had something more easy to pinpoint. I did see a camp up there. No one was at it, but look, just maybe a few days old since last it was used. Tent was left up. Um,
Was it near the? I guess suppose you near the caves.
yeah, not super close. No, but not awfully far away, maybe an hour's travel from the nearest cave entrance. I can give you a location on that. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Otherwise, I can't think of much. I'm sorry.
I'll turn to Katrine. And Katrine,
Mhm.
do you are you familiar with how to get to these caves?
Um. A number of caves, right? I can get us into. Navigating them is a bit difficult. As she said, they're really extensive, but we can track things if anything's out of place like that, any of those paw prints or otherwise. Where she's speaking of that tent, that's not too awful far away. Uh, Maybe half day up the mountain.
I'll turn to the other. Sounds like that's a good place to start the camp.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I'd agree. Katrine, does the sharper angled paw prints ring any bells to you?
Afraid not. There's plenty of things that have, so many different varying shapes, but I can think of some things with more angular paws, but not that would be in a cave system, no.
I wonder if it's more like a bird print.
Could be. We'll have to take a look ourselves.
Yeah, let's say we start at the tents.
Keep an eye upward then, I guess.
Yeah.
Play it safe.
Sure.
All right, to the tents.
Thank you, Yustin, and good luck to you on your farm here.
Just kind of, and the farmer nods and gets back to work. All right, and you begin making your journey up towards where this tent is supposed to be. It's about a half a day, and there's some you are freezing up at this high. Like it's the elevation spikes pretty quickly as you're navigating up Frost Peak, cliffs. Mountains here. You get up. Thankfully, everyone's got their warm weather stuff. So you are able to stay warm, and no one has to make any checks, constitution checks for exhaustion. Um, you approach a bit of a crevice. Right, we're gonna have to cross as a bridge, maybe another 10 minutes up. Oh no, it's right there. Kind of points over, and you can see it like a couple 100 feet away. Be a bit careful. The wind takes some snow. It makes a relatively, like a softball-sized snowball, and it does this and throws it into the crevice, and you can't really. You can feel some of the wind. You can hear it blowing out, but it takes this relatively heavy snowball and lifts it, spins it sideways, runs it along the cavern 30 feet, and then drops it down at an accelerated pace. Like the wind is running back and forth along the crevice and up and down every so often. It's just wild winds. Be careful. Hold on tight to the bridge as you kind of approach a wooden sway bridge that traverses the crevice.
Of course it is.
This thing definitely could use some upkeep. It's together. There's no broken rope or boards, but it looks like it's taking a beating here in the wind as you're watching it. And it's almost not quite like a bucking bronco, but you definitely need to hold on to the ropes as you go across, and you have concerns about the safety. it's only 60 feet to cross, so it's it's like just over 60 feet. It's like a dash and then a little bit. It's not super far. But again, you now know that there's intense winds that are shifting along the crevice and vertically, shaking the bridge abruptly in different directions. All right, so who wants to go first? I can show you the way and how it's done, hopefully. Or I can go in the middle, follow everyone up. What do you wish?
Yeah, show us how it's done, and then I'll go.
Right.
Grisura's ready to go.
Excellent.
Grisura's already moving.
Ladies first.
Nice. All right, so Grisura, you get on there first, and boop, Katrine gets right behind you, and we're gonna make our way across. It's one person at a time. Katrine says she's gonna let you go first if you wish, Grisura. And all right. So basically, you'll either need an acrobatics or an athletics check to navigate this. They are different DCs. You get the feeling that athletics is a little more doable, might be a little lower of a DC. But acrobatics is also possible. Acrobatics sort of like jump, like those people on the logs that swing. You're kind of like jumping with it. Athletics is holding on, and like just pulling, boom, boom. Which would you prefer?
Athletics.
Okay, nice.
That is an 8. I think I'll use my inspiration though. So
Okay, nice.
that is a 12.
You exactly hang on. You navigate the tree. There's a couple times where it suddenly whips to the right and then up and woo, but you're just nope. I'm just moving through. Boom, muscles, clenching, flexing as you pull yourself safely across the entire bridge. I do need to make a quick roll for the bridge. Okay. All right. It takes the beating, and you are across now. Katrine is gonna follow you. Okay, they also just hang on from being whipped off this bridge. So that's the visual the rest of you are getting. You can tell they're getting like nearly feet come off the ground. They're just hanging on, pointing head down for a second before they the bridge catches up. And I got to do a check for the bridge. Okay. Who's next after Katrine? Eris, right.
Eris is.
Okay, so again,
She's gonna
Mhm.
she's gonna see them whipping around and go, and I would like to rage, so I get
Nice.
advantage on these checks.
Oh, good,
Because I'm
good.
using athletics.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness for that. That's a dirty 20.
Excellent. Oh, beautiful. You easily charge across this. And make it to the other side. I do have to check the bridge. Yep, bridge is fine.
And that's a use of a rage.
Love it.
Worth it. And then when she gets to the other edge, she's gonna look around, just make sure that there's no like mountain lions sneaking up on them or whatever.
Oh, yeah, make a perception check.
15.
Yeah, no signs of any critters, thankfully, or statues.
Yeah,
Made it. Ah, you can hear.
that's what I'm
Eris in
talking
the
about.
air. Who wants to follow Eris?
All right, I'll go.
Okay, Ignatius. Yeah. So
Well,
again,
scared.
athletics or acrobatics, you get the feeling athletics is a little easier these days.
Okay.
A little more manageable.
14.
Okay, you are cruising across this with your dash. All right. And let's see. That's. And all right, we're gonna roll from the bridge. You are hustling across, and you hear what you were hoping not to hear. You're hanging on. You're doing just fine. And you look back and you see the rope fray and snap, and then the other, the weight, the other starts snapping and falling. I need you to make a quick dexterity saving throw as the bridge from the side you came from has released and it's swinging towards the side you're trying to go.
Okay. Ooh, 18.
Okay, you hang on easily. You hang on. And you use the rest of that athletic check from before to climb up the wooden planks as it's trying to whip around and get to the other side. That leaves the rest of you on the other side without a bridge.
It's
I think
fine.
that's Kethri Shar, Flo, and Ash.
Can fly. Maybe.
Updrafts.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I was Do
you want to fly?
could I
Well, you
gauge
can't
like the
walk.
safer routes to
Do you
fly?
want to
Because
fly?
I want to fly. Because I feel like after what is she? 20, 23, right? Yeah, after 23 years of flying,
Yeah.
maybe
feel
she
like
knows by
there's-
now.
Well, there isn't really a safer way around. Like the winds, they just whip up pretty far. So you could fly like hundreds of feet in the air, and maybe do an extra like check for cold exhaustion up there, or you can fly through. You feel it's moderately manageable, about as manageable as crossing the bridge if you're trying to fly across. But you've got Ash and Chloe to do, or not. Head over yourself.
I think Catherine will turn to Ash and say or ask, does your broom work like to fly?
Yes.
Okay.
Will the broom survive?
I think
Oh,
it's a little difficult, but not terribly. About the same
I mean, I don't-
difficulty as people hanging on with a bridge.
I don't think that it will rip her apart or anything. I think Cassie will be good. It one of us can take Flo with us.
I can.
Did you need a little assist, Catherine, or
To fly?
yeah?
No.
Maybe your wings combined with a broom might be a little more of a sure shot.
Are you saying you want to come with me while I fly? Like you fly next to me?
I don't know. I mean, maybe if we'll, see one of us sees each other going off course, we can try to rectify the situation. I have this spell that if we start falling, I can cast it and it'll slow our rate of falling.
Oh,
It won't bring us back to the land, but
yeah. Yeah. No, that's probably a good idea.
okay.
I'm very nervous about this.
So you got this.
Oh, yes. Yeah, she'll stretch out her wings.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. What do we do? We're making stuff happen. Who's flying together? Ash and Kethri are both going side by side?
Yes.
Okay, can I have each of you? You can make either an acrobatics or an athletics check to navigate the winds with your flight. So you imagine that, let's see. Actually, it's athletics or acrobatics for Kethri. It's acrobatics, Ash, because you're on the broom and really isn't physical movie.
That's fine.
When you roll Kethri, let me know what you get first.
Okay. I did acrobatics because she sucks at strength, and that's a 14.
14. Okay. you begin flying across, and let me check with Ash and what you got.
Ash got it is a 17.
Nice. Okay. You are flying side by side. Ash navigating those. Guthrie doing the same, kind of tumbling through. An unexpected gust comes down on your back, Guthrie, and is going to push you down, like into the side of the wall you're flying toward. Ash, if you
Oh.
make a quick dex saving throw, you might be able to like just like lift Guthrie a bit and just course correct that little
Completely
tiny
just-
bit.
I'm losing my mind. I just lost my d20
Oh no.
D20,
Behind-
go! I choose
behind
you!
my desk. Okay, let me just find another d20 here.
You're not that far, of course, Guthrie, either. You missed by one. So it's just a little
Okay.
bit like you're still gonna crack your head. So Ash
There
is
it
like,
is.
well, you know,
Okay.
Appreciate it.
hopefully, yeah.
Oh, dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
You said that's a 12 total.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to like grab Guthries arm and just lift her up enough to tumble, the
Yeah.
two of you on the other side. Woo.
Oh,
You know.
Eris
was
will be
good.
there to grab them and pull them away from the edge of the cliff.
Ow! I don't want to do that again.
thank you. Oh,
Thank
that
you.
was rough. Of course.
All right. That leaves Shar and Chloe on the other side. What's the plan?
I mean, not that I can really ask right now, but without Mariah here, I guess Shar will just pick up Chloe
Okay.
and fly over.
Mm-hmm. All right. Go ahead and make same thing, athletics or acrobatics. Hmm.
Gonna go with acrobatics and a little bit of praying.
You can actually do this one with advantage because some of your punk stuff was bad.
Well, I guess before I roll again, it's a 17.
Oh yeah, okay. So yep.
Okay.
You navigate with Chloe, who I'll have to roll for because it's a combination. Oh yeah, she rolled a natural 17 for Chloe. So I'm not gonna bother adding their modifier because together the average is higher than the DC. So you both successfully make the and with like blown hair, everyone's Win tells the lyrics except for Ignatius. With the flaming hair, you've made it to the other side safe. Catrain. So right, easy as pie. The chuckles nervously as they almost got thrown off themselves. We'll figure that out on the way back. Yeah, because there is a longer way we can go around, but it takes hours extra. But we'll just make a note of that for the way. All right. But he needs to do savings. Let's see, but he's.
Actually, it just real. No, it won't, this won't be the time. But when we come someplace for a rest, he'll pull out his maps and note on his map that the the bridge over the chasm is out.
Nice. Yeah. Amazing. All right. You are navigating along a rocky outcropping, like almost like giant spikes of stone, several hundred feet high, have come up out of the mountain. And Katrina has you walking beneath them for a little shelter from the snow. It's being driven from the other side, so a little easier to walk here. Keep an eye out for things with stone wall on one side. May I ask everyone for a perception check, please, as you're navigating through here? Grisura?
14.
Okay. Ash?
I was trying to find my dice.
Okay.
Perception check is 15 total.
Okay. Ignatius?
Dirty 20.
Okay. Shar?
21.
Okay. Catherine?
Natural 20 for a 22.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Eris?
Oh.
19.
Nice. Okay. And Chloe? Oh, 1. Oh, that's fine. It's a beautiful sight here, kind of tucked out of the sun, the blinding light off the snow. A little shade in here. You're making it through. Anyone with 18 or higher notices hats of snow starting to fall from up above, hundreds of feet. And you'll look up and you'll see, you'll hear, everyone will kind of clue in a moment or two after this, but a bunch of snow gets kicked off the edge of this and falls, 50 feet out from all of you. You're all safe. But kicking off from this plateau above, an enormous bird, 65, 70-foot wingspan. A rock, for those of you that are familiar.
Oh.
Beautiful
No, thank you.
plumage. Yeah, it looks like this one, this rock right here.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Flies off in the distance. Doesn't, it has nothing to do with all of you. It's got its own hunting grounds and stuff. It's just, it exists here on the mountains. And it's kind of a sight to behold. Also a danger to be wary of.
Ignatius would be like, wow.
Yeah, it's
Shar won't say anything as she's looking at it, but her eyes will follow it and her wings will twitch a little.
oh, okay. How do you fight something that size? Yeah.
Ignatius will turn to Grazula.
Mm-mm.
That enough chicken for you?
Razura laughs and gives Ignatius a big pat on the back for that one.
Love it. There's another maybe 3.5 hours to get to the campsite that you were told of, but as you were navigating out from under this outcropping and peering down a section of snow and mountain, you see among some smaller stone outcroppings and trees and brush a tent here. There's a lot of stone. Looks like a few stone pillars and then some loose, just stone coming up out of the snow nearby it. No smoke, no campfire lit or anything like that. It's a single tent, but it's not the one you were told of though. So Train asks you all to pause for a minute. Right, so we should probably check that out since we're here. But you're all in charge. We can keep heading out towards the other one if you wish, or we can stop here and take a look. Approach carefully.
Take a peek.
I think we
Maybe they
should
left
check it
something.
out.
Agreed.
Ryan, well, I'd like to ask everyone to be as stealthy as you can as we approach. Just in case. So can I ask everyone that is agreeable to that and wants to be stealthy to make a stealth check, please? I'll ask up the other way this time. Let me know what you get for the stealth check, Chloe, and once you get it.
12.
Oh, okay. Eris?
5.
Nice. Catherine?
15.
Okay, Shar?
19.
All right, Ignatius?
5.
Ooh, nice. Ash?
We're so stealthy.
How is the wind right now, Dan? Is it still windy where we are?
No, that was mostly just whipping out of the crevice. There's a slight wind here.
Before, I mean, Ash would ask Katrine if they think that Ash should go up and see if they can see anyone around while the other ones are looking.
I would say that if you wish to, I won't stop you, but would be wary since that rock just flew. If they see you flying, they might think, "Oh, food coming to
Sure.
me." So
Okay.
just a thought,
Um,
but you're welcome to.
Ash is going to leave the more stealthy people. I'm just going to stay there with Katrine, unless everyone is.
The only
Ash, we're
person
just going to stay off to the side.
Katrine is going with everybody, and just ask everyone to be stealthy with her, just so you have the scene set for you. Are you gonna just walk with them, not stealthy,
Okay.
or are you staying behind while everyone else goes?
How behind are you saying behind? Like
You're
behind,
like,
like 20 feet away to where I can see them?
it's up to you. You're about 200 feet away from the tent, and they're all gonna go down
Okay.
200 feet to the tent. So
Okay.
you tell me.
Well, fair enough. She probably wouldn't walk directly up to the tent if a lot of other people are,
Mhm.
but she would stop around 20 feet. But
Okay.
I did roll a stealth check, and it was only a 5.
3 5s. That's awesome.
Trips.
Dan,
Okay, yeah.
before you go to the next person, I added wrong. My
Okay.
stealth is a 13.
13. Okay. Very good. And Grisura then.
Grisura will take their bow out and will stop 120 feet away. Their roll was 12, but they're going to stay kind of at bow range.
Oh, okay. Excellent. All right, so you all navigate down to the campsite. Grisura back at bow range. Nice. And
Like,
Ash staying back her own 25 feet.
I would say about 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there are actually 2 tents down here. As you get closer, you see one was just kind of covered in, they're both covered in snow, but one was angled in a way it was harder to see from 200 feet away. There are indeed 2 tents here, a stone fire pit. Those, a number of rocks and stones, but 3 of them, and I'll say this as you're all approaching like 30 feet. You see covered in snow, 3 of them are not stones, they are statues, stone statues. They look like pieces of art because they look more like gargoyles than anything else. They have 4 arms, but they stand in place covered in snow. There's 3 of them, sort of in a concentric circle. Like, yeah, Ignatius, you've seen some things like this in your travels. It's probably been, well, you're up here for 6 years, but this area, it's probably been a year and a half, 2 years since you've been through this area. You do not recall these being there when you came through. That's it for like at a glance from 30, everyone 30 feet away. You know, Ash 60 currently. What do y'all want to do? Approach or check the tents or anything? Or...
Yes. Yeah. Are they in front of the tents?
They're sort of in the center. Um, the campfire's off to the side. Next to that, 10 feet away, these 3 like in a circle gargoyles, and then on
Facing
the other
each other.
side, they're 3 are facing one another. Yep, covered in snow. Fireplace maybe 10 feet from that, and then the 2 tents like 20 feet off from that, further away.
Eris is gonna pull out her new warhammer and just kind of walk up and poke one of the statues. It's like try to knock some snow off, see exactly what it is.
Okay. Yes.
Unless somebody stops her.
Nice. All right. Ching, ching, ching. Some snow falls off. The statue seems to be, unmoved. You're welcome to do like an investigation check with that if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ignatius will slowly walk up behind Eris and, basically say, that I've seen statues like this before, but not here. This-
17 investigation.
Okay. As you hear, Ignatius share that you're kind of finished your investigation, and by all rights, I mean there's statues, there's stone gargoyle statues.
Can't tell you how much I really want to smash one of these.
No.
But I guess that might be impolite. So let's go look at the tents.
Okay, who wants to investigate the tents? There's two separate tents. Okay, Char, make an investigation check, and Chloe, make an investigation check, and Catherine. Char, what you got?
8.
Okay, Catherine. Yep. Puppy's gonna help you roll.
14.
14, and Chloe.
Dirty 20.
20.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, Catherine and Char, you're searching one tent. We've got, 8 and the 14, was it? But the 2 get too silly. This is not enough to spot. There's just nothing in this tent. You get silly. You're looking around. Nothing to be found there. Chloe and yours with the dirty 20. You find some papers here. There's sketches in one of these tent you're searching of the four-armed gargoyle statues outside. There's some artistic ones, and then there's some like with measurements and angles and stuff like that.
Do I
Marking out the
recognize-
joints and
Do I recognize any of the drawings?
just it looks exactly like the the gargoyles outside the tent. But that's it, Actually, with a dirty 20, as you're flipping through, you're like, oh, sketches of the gargoyles outside. You flip, but you notice that on the back of these sketches with the dirty 20, there's also some rough maps sketched out, which will require a cartographer's check to see, if you want to align it with any areas or anything.
So conveniently.
Mm.
The cartographer in the group.
With my background, would I notice it like being like a map to like specific places, or
As you kind of
trying to piece
flip
them?
through, yeah. There's nothing familiar to you other than you do see actually one section has one of the map scribblings has that bridge that just broke. It seems to be like a number of areas maybe around the mountain. That's the only thing that kind of pings for you, being a lay person. You're like, well, there's a bridge. We definitely just walked across a wooden bridge like that in the sketch.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna relay to them message and ask if anybody's at the top. Good group. I can't with the night that I'm having.
Cartographer.
Thank you. That
Hmm.
word to the group and
Okay.
show them the back of the sketches.
Ignatius's head will snap around like once in my life. Actually, somebody's looking for a cartographer. Oh my lord!
Oh,
I'm
once
here,
in
I'm
my
here.
life, yeah.
Is there a cartographer on the plane?
Yeah, nice. That's amazing.
So he'll give it the official. Well, yes. Funny you should ask.
You can go ahead and make a cartographer's check. I put 2 rolls at the bottom of your skills. You'll find in D&D Beyond for cartographer skills.
Oh.
One's dex based, and that's sort of like for the drawing, and then the other you'll see in the footnotes if you click on it.
Oh,
The,
okay.
the other one's like understanding, the layout and what's being written with the intelligence check. So it'll be the intelligence based one.
Who
Okay.
would help Ignatius with the maps? So I don't know.
With this
D-
one, you wouldn't be able to. I'm sorry. Yeah, just because it takes sort of a cartographer to understand it.
Well, Again, I don't. That's what I was gonna say. It's up to the GM's discretion,
Gotcha.
but I
You try
would
and
still
help.
help.
Yeah, yeah. Nice.
I rolled a 3 for a 7.
Okay. A 7's exactly what you need. It's super low.
Okay.
So you
Thank
while you
God.
don't you don't recognize all the areas with them. 7's enough for you to find etching, a scribbling of entryway to a cave system. That's a specific one that is, by all accounts on these pages, maybe like an hour and a half away, to the east from here.
Okay. I'll show it to Katrine. Just so they are aware. And I'll double check the pages to see anything else of interest that would be of interest to me.
Well, of course, you nothing else with them. With the maps, you see the bridge. Other areas you can tell these are likely parts of the mountain, but nothing that ties in a chain like that one does that leads you to a place. It just seems to be a lot of areas. If you're sharing it with Katrine, you'll probably recognize, as you point out, one of them is where the other tent was, that you initially pointed to. And then otherwise, it's just the scribbles of these gargoyles on the opposite sides of the paper.
Okay. All right. He'll put those. He'll thank Chloe for thank you for sharing that. That's very interesting. Very helpful indeed. Um, and he'll take just one more quick look at the gargoyles to see, now that he's seen the sketches and non-snow covered gargoyles versus the, he'll take a close look.
Okay, I'll go make an investigation check.
4 plus 2, 6.
Yeah, same thing. They don't seem incredibly weathered, but they've definitely seen some wear and tear out here, and they have like good several inches of snow on the shoulders and head and wings and stuff, and the forearms. But they don't budge. No, it's just solid stone.
I can't resist. Ignatius blinks. Did they move?
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
No,
Perfect.
no,
Perfect.
no, sir.
Absolutely not.
Nice.
No. No.
You jokingly, oh, thank you for the raid. Hi, everybody. Thank you, it's Cliff Gaming. Yeah, thankfully, you blink and you look back, and the it has a relatively like gothic, like kind of horrific, spooky face, but motionless.
Okay. I'll relate to the group that we've, what I found, what Chloe found, and what I, and that there's there's seemingly a note for a cave system that's close to the other tent. So
All right. Well, as you do, kind of wave Grisura. Well, if you want, anyway, you can wave Grisura analyst. Grisura is just keeping an eye. Grisura, you want to make a perception check while you're out there at bow range? Yeah.
15.
15. All right. So with your trained eye, Grisura, you're watching them, talk among one another in this camp. And you spot something that, from your distance, nonetheless, that none of them spot. As Ignatius is kind of waving his hands, talking with everyone, just looking at the sketches. Some people are looking up, looking around, but you spot in a flash one of the gargoyles raise their hand and swipe at Ignatius. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Yay!
No.
Damn it.
It's
It's fine because the camera's like having a
glitching
raid.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
The
good.
camera is
Yeah.
going to rage!
Yes,
Yep.
nice.
And now we dance.
These are interesting too. They have false appearance. While the gargoyle remains motionless, it is indistinguishable from an inanimate statue.
Fun.
What assholes.
Yeah, what turds. I love it. All right, well.
Yay!
Thank you, viewers. Thank you for the
Nice.
raid. Thank you, players. You're all so incredible. Let me switch this video back so you don't have to watch that
What is
freak
it with
out.
cameras in us?
Yeah, I got a new cable for the phone there for sure. It's been such a pleasure. For those that don't know, most of our crew now played in a 4.5 year campaign that we streamed, Stormfall. And it's been a year and a half, 2 years since we played that. We have the wonderful Lil and Tasha joining.
Oh.
In session 1 of Provenance. So if you had fun, consider giving us a follow. We've got other D&D campaigns across the week that you can tune into, be alerted to if you have a follow. But either way, just appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Love enjoying the chat and everything else as we play. Players, it's so good to see you again, hang out and play.
Yay.
And I can't wait to get into some battle at the top of next session. We'll dig in. Yeah, we got plenty of
Hey.
terrain to mess around. Yeah,
Dan, quick question. Is the
Mhm.
Patreon still active or not?
Patreon is still active. Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
yes.
I don't know if I was typing the command or that was just a
Oh,
mod
I
thing,
don't know
so
if the command is still there. I've been reworking those for
no
our
worries.
thing here. All right. Well, with that, thank you so much again. Oh, thank you, Skywalker. Yay! Had such a wonderful time tonight hanging out with all of you. Look forward to next week. When we stream Provenance here, it's going to be, man, every Friday night, right? That's what day of the week it is. Every Friday night, 9 to midnight Eastern. And yeah, be tuned in. And we're in a world post Sundering. When it was split by the Overgod, there's gods in one prime and primordials in the other, and we are in the world in which primordials run the show. There are no gods, and they have no idea what happened. These poor people. What happened to our gods? It's been 100 years since then. There's a lot of interesting world building stuff, but yeah. So come on back and then join us next next week, and catch you then. We're gonna raid our actually some new folks because we haven't done this time slot in a hot minute. So these are casters and cantrips. We're gonna give them a hello and a hangout. Oh, that's so silly, Dan. So consider giving a caw Mapper raid, and we'll just pass that wonderful raid along that we just got from It's Cliff Gaming. Thank you so much. Pass that love along, and yeah, we'll catch you all next week. Take care, everybody. Bye. Okie dokie.